Hey guys, everything cool with you? Here we are with the newest episode of the saga. What would happen if Broly was dominated by his Oozaru side? I know you're anxious to know what will happen, but don't rush. I guarantee that today's episode will be epic, but first we have to say a few things so that we can finally continue with the video. If you like these videos and really like to follow, I ask that you like this video as much as it is annoying to ask. However, it helps a lot in the performance of the channel and motivates us to always continue to bring you amazing videos. That said, after the recap of the last episode of the saga, you will have the new episode. In the last episode of the saga, we had the chaos implanted by Frieza's mysterious plan. After the spy of Frieza's army murdered Chi-Lai in front of Broly, he started to lose control once again. But this time it was different. Broly was a different Saiyan, as he still had his tail. So when Broly started to get angry, he ended up turning into an Oozaru. That's right, you heard. Broly didn't need the moon to turn into an Oozaru. The legendary Super Saiyan then, with one blow, wiped out the Frieza spy from the face of the earth, which left Goku very worried about his friend Broly. Warrior Z tried to rip Broly's tail, but failed at the same time as he had tried. So after a quick confrontation against Broly, the Saiyan, Son Goku, who had lost the confrontation, saw the legendary Oozaru leaving and carrying the body of Chi-Lai. How is Son Goku planning to stop Broly? And how did Broly manage to transform without the moon? You'll find that out in today's episode, but before that, turn out the lights in your room and grab your food because today's episode is starting. Goku, who was on the ground after being defeated by Broly, watched Broly flee with Chi-Lai's dead body in his arms. Goku then got up, wiping the dust on his clothes. The Saiyan was breathing heavily. Goku tilted his head and looked up at the cloudy sky, stretching his aching body as he recovered. Thoughts suddenly began to appear in the Z fighter's mind. Goku thought that he should meet Vegeta, not only him, but also all the Z fighters, to end the threat of Broly in his newest Oozaru form as soon as possible, as Broly was a threat to the entire universe, that the Z fighters knew. Goku felt guilty for not having thought of cutting off Broly's tail earlier, but Goku pulled himself together and thought to himself that now was not the time to be moping around about anything. Goku rested a little longer, since even if he managed to get up, he would still be exhausted from the fight with Broly, and he still wouldn't be able to go to Earth and ask the Z fighters for help. Earth, with his teleport, even though he was exhausted, and the first thing Goku did was look for his friends. The first to see him was Piccolo, who was worried to see Goku exhausted and worried. Piccolo then asked, "Goku, what happened? Why are you like that?" questioned Piccolo when he saw Goku sitting on the ground. When looking better at Goku, Piccolo, Gohan's master, notices bruises on Goku's body. Goku, with a deep breath because he was still tired, and looked at Piccolo saying, "It was Broly. I found him on the planet and he was with Chi-Lai. Broly taught me new techniques we learned from Chi-Lai, and he also trained together. Broly was very happy to see me, and even served me a delicious meal, until the time came for us to train intensely. Broly ended up doing very well. He really evolved quickly, as expected of him. But then we found out that there was a servant of Frieza watching us. Frieza's minion killed Chi-Lai in front of Broly, and Broly lost control," said Goku, crestfallen. Piccolo was astonished and asked Goku with a tone of surprise, "Frieza, what does he want with Broly?" asked Piccolo quite nervously, because he knew that if Frieza joined Broly, who was out of control, that would be a big threat. Goku looked down at the memory of what had happened and said with a disappointed tone, "I don't know what Frieza wants, just as I don't know why he would send a subordinate to do that. Broly fled with Chi-Lai's dead body. I came back here because I'm going to need backup to go after him and control him," said Goku with a sad tone of voice while Piccolo thought about what to do. Piccolo, not understanding who the Saiyan was referring to and curious to know who that spy was, once again questioned Goku. "Who was that spy and what the hell did he do?" questioned Piccolo, intrigued. Goku exhaled deeply and said, "I don't know who the spy was, and I won't know. He was killed by Broly, so it doesn't matter." Deduced seriously by Goku. Goku looked at Piccolo, who looked confused, and uttered the following words. Broly was screaming for a while after what happened, and in a matter of seconds, Broly started to get bigger, and the environment around him started to fall apart. I tried to calm him down but was unsuccessful, and over time his nails turned black, his scream was more like a roar, and his hair became greenish and spiky. While Goku said that, Piccolo showed a more scared expression because he didn't want Goku to confirm what he was thinking at that moment. Piccolo interrupted him. "But it's not possible. It cannot be," Piccolo said nervously while Vegeta appeared. Vegeta was listening to the hidden conversation until he decided to show up. Goku continued saying, "Green hair began to be born on his body. His teeth became sharp. Broly became even bigger and launched a very powerful ki spear, making the spy evaporate. And when I turned to Broly again, he had already turned into a green Oozaru, huge and powerful. I tried to stop him, but I ended up getting slapped. And I stayed in that state, but before I lost consciousness, I saw him running away with Shilai's body, said Goku, leaving Vegeta and Piccolo completely impressed and afraid of what could happen from there on. Piccolo took a deep breath and then questioned, "So you want to tell me that Broly managed to transform into an Oozaru, and on top of that he became a legendary Super Saiyan? But how is that possible? Broly didn't have the moon, so there was no way he could change," said Piccolo, trying to understand what could have happened. Vegeta then decided to comment on the case. "It's possible that Broly used the technique of creating a moon with ki, as I did in the past," said Vegeta, answering Piccolo, who then looked at Goku waiting for answers. Goku said, "No, he didn't. There was no moon, and even less that technique you mentioned, Vegeta. It's as if he transformed out of sheer hatred. But that's basically impossible. We need to talk to Beerus and Whis. They can help us locate Broly, and we'll have to cut off his tail so he can be controlled and contained," said Goku while Vegeta and Piccolo faced each other. Vegeta turned his face to Goku and stared at him, then questioned him, saying, "The right thing would be to look for Frieza and finish him off until his skull disappears. That way we could discover his plan," suggests Vegeta while Piccolo grumbled. Piccolo said, "I don't think this is a good plan. I believe Frieza will keep quiet for now. We should focus on looking for Broly," said Piccolo, starting a light discussion with Vegeta. While the warriors argued, Goku meditated, but it wasn't just any meditation. Goku was trying to locate Broly's ki. Piccolo turned to Goku and asked, "What are you going to do?" asked Piccolo, looking at Goku, who got up. Goku, after getting up, looked at the Z warrior and said, "I found him," said Goku. Piccolo then put his hand on Goku's shoulder, who was preparing to teleport. Vegeta was reluctant about this, but Goku had no time for his rival's impatience and teleported him and Piccolo to Broly's location to end that threat once and for all. What will happen? Will Broly be defeated by the Z warriors? Is Frieza involved in Broly's mysterious transformation into the legendary Oozaru? Questions like these will only be answered in the next episode, because today's episode ends here. Hey guys, I know it's sad when today's episode unfortunately ends, but don't worry, because the next episodes are coming. If you liked it, don't forget to leave your like, because it helps us a lot, and it motivates us to continue with these videos which you like so much. Comment your theories of what might happen in the next episode, and share the video with your friends so you can watch it together. That's it, see you guys!